Page number 1, any question or a doubt on page 1? Any doubt? Page 1. If no doubt, just type no, so I will move on to the next. Question number 1. 5 identical balls are there. 5 identical balls are there. Originally, the volume of the water is 40. Then when we place 5 identical balls, the volume is 70. So how much there is a change in volume? That is 30. So 30 cm cube is actually a volume for 5 balls. But we need for each ball, so one ball will have x. So 30 divided by 5, which is equals to 6. So A will be the right answer. Page number 2, any doubt on page 2?
Sir, can you explain question number 3 and 5?
Question 3 and 5, okay. A man stands by a railway. A train travel at 40 meter per second, so speed is given, and it take 2 seconds to pass the man. What is the length of the train? Length of the train is basically because how much distance traveled by the train when the train passes, that will be the length of the train. So we want the distance here. So we have the formula speed is distance over time. So distance is speed multiplied by time. So speed at which the train was moving, that is 40. And how much time it took? It took 2 seconds. So 40 multiplied by 2, 80 meter. So basically 80 meters is the distance traveled by the train when it passes the man, the total distance. And that is actually the length of the train. Because how much distance the train covers until it crosses the man is same as the length of this train. So that's why D will be the right answer. Is it clear? Question 3.
Yes, clear.
In question number 5, the weight of an object is found using a balance shown in the diagram. The object is put, so we put an object on the left hand pan and various weights are put. When we put 0.1, 0.1, 0.05 and 0.02. So how much weight we put, the total? It means we put 0.27. And the balance tip down slightly left. When we put 0.27, this tip down slightly left. So what does it means? It means mass of this object or weight of this object, it should be more than 0.27, because the turning effect or the moment caused by this object is more. That's why they mention when we place 0.27, the level tip towards the left side. So it means it become like this. So it become like this, it means the weight of the object is more than 0.27. That's why it does not balance. And when we put 0.2, 0.1 and 0.01, so means we put 0.31. So when we put 0.31, the balance tipped slightly towards the right. So this side, it become right, tilted towards the right hand side, or on the right hand side, it means the weight is more than on the left hand side. So if this balance tipped towards the right hand side, it means weight of the object is less than 0.3. So we have two statements. Number one, the weight of object is more than 0.27 and it is less than 0.31. So which option matches with the description? Like it cannot be 0.27. If it was 0.27, then it should be balanced at 0.27. It cannot be 0.31. So it is between 0.27 and 0.31. That's why option B is the right answer. Is it clear?
Sir, I'm still confused. How did we bring 0.31?
How we bring 0.31? When you add these number 0.2, 0.1 and 0.01. So when you, because this is a weight which we put here on the pen. So the total weight, it means we put 0.31, because when you add zero point 0.2, zero point 0.1 and 0.01, so total weight will be 0.31. So when we put 0.31, what we observe the balance tip towards the right hand side. Like this side is down and the other side is up. So it means this object is lighter, and this is lighter than 0.31. So this object is lighter than 0.31 and it is heavier than 0.29, 0.27. So it means its weight is between 0.27 and 0.31. So the which weight is there between 0.27 and 0.31, that is B. Is it clear now?
Yes, it's clear now.
Question number 3, page number 3, any doubt on page 3?
Can you explain question 6?
In question 6, which expression can be used to work out question 6 and 7? Okay. The diagram shows the dimension of a rectangular block of a metal. Which expression can be used to calculate a density? Density is mass present in a unit volume. So mass divided by volume. How to get the volume of this cube? So it will be length, width and height. So if I multiply P with Q with R, I will get the volume. So mass is M and the volume is length, width and height. So P into Q into R. So the density will be M divided by P into Q into R. So D should be the right answer. Is it clear? 6. Question number 6.
Yes, clear, sir.
Then question number 7. In which situation no resultant force? Remember, when there is no resultant force, there will be no change in speed. Because we need a resultant force to change the speed of motion, or no change in motion. So if we don't want resultant force or no resultant force, there should be no change in speed or no change in motion. So a car changing direction, to change the direction, we need a force. So here, because we are changing a direction, so changing a direction means even though the velocity or speed is constant, but because the direction is changing, so there should be a resultant force. So A cannot be an answer. When we check B, a car moving in a straight line at a constant, steady means constant. So whenever object is moving in a straight line, it is no change in direction, no change in speed. So it means we don't need any resultant force, or there will be no resultant force. A car slowing down, so we need a resultant force to slow down the object. A car speeding up, we need a resultant force. So resultant force is needed to change the direction. It is needed to change the speed of an object, like increase the speed or decrease the speed, or it can be used to change the shape or the size of an object. Page number 4, any doubt on page 4? Page 4, any doubt?
Sir, for question number 9.
Question 9, okay. In question number 9, the list contains 3 energy sources: geothermal, the energy which will be obtained from the earth. How we identify renewable or non-renewable? Renewable means the rate at which this energy is available or it is forming is much higher than what we consume. So geothermal energy, we don't use a lot. So geothermal energy is a renewable energy. Nuclear fission. Nuclear fission means when you break down the heavy nucleus like uranium, so you break down the heavy nucleus by the help of neutron. Once you break down this heavy nucleus, you cannot use that again because that is finished. Like that atom or the nucleus break down, so you cannot utilize that atom again. So a time will come when we'll run out of this, we'll not left with. So nuclear fission reactor, that is non-renewable. Now, nuclear energy is non-renewable energy. A time will come when we don't have this energy, like because we don't have particle to break down, so we don't have that. A time will come when we'll run out of this nuclear fuel. Sunlight, so energy from the sun, the rate at which the energy produced from the sun is much higher as compared to what we use. So that is also renewable. So P and R are renewable. Geothermal energy is renewable. Energy from the sun is also, solar energy is renewable. But nuclear fission, in which we break down the heavy nucleus, a time will come when we don't have any heavy nucleus to break down. So we'll run out of this. So that's why we call that as non-renewable. Is it clear? Question 9.
Yes, clear.
And question 8. Sorry. Question number 8. Which property of a body can be changed by applying force on the body? So, by applying force on the body, force can change the shape, force can change the size, force can change the direction, or force can change the speed or the motion. So, motion can be changed, shape, but mass cannot be changed. So, motion can be changed, but here all the option, because mass is written here, so mass cannot be changed. What we can change? We can change the shape of an object, we can change the motion of an object, but not the mass. That's why D is the right answer. Next is page number 5. Any doubt on page 5?
Can you explain question 10?
Question number 10. Pressure exerted by the liquid depends on the density of the liquid, the gravity of the liquid, and depth. So, which statement about, look, they're not asking about pressure of the container, they're asking about the pressure of the water. So, pressure, water is a liquid, and pressure exerted by the liquid depends on the density, gravity, and depth. Because we are taking the same, each container contain water, so density is same, gravity is constant. And what about the depth? When you measure the depth, when we measure the depth, all have the same depth as well. So pressure exerted by the liquid, the water exerts same pressure in all the three containers. If the question was which container exert more pressure, then the container which is having a small area will exert more pressure. But they're not asking about container, they're asking about pressure of the water. So pressure of the water, pressure exerted by the liquid depends on only three factors. It depends on the density of a liquid, gravity, and depth. Because they all have the same depth, that's why they're exerting the same pressure. So D is the right answer. Is it clear? Question 10.
Yes, clear.
If the same question was there and the question was which container exert more pressure, like instead of water they ask which container. If I say this is 30 Newton, this is also 30 Newton, this is also 30 Newton, so then which container exert more pressure? The container which is having a small surface area with a base. So this container K will exert more pressure. But because in the question they did not ask for container, they only asked for liquid. So liquid pressure does not depend on the container, it depends on density and the depth. Then page number 6, any doubt on page 6? Any question or a doubt on page 6? Question number 12 and 13. Okay. The water manometer is connected. There's a gas leakage and the pressure of the gas supply fall. Basically, what happened? The gas is pushing the from this side, and the atmosphere, like example, the black particles here are representing the atmosphere. They're pushing from the other side. Now, what happened? They mentioned there's a leakage. So, if there's a leakage, what will happen to gas pressure? The pressure of the gas will decrease. If the pressure of the gas will decrease, few particles of the gas will be there. There will be particle, but few particles of the gas. So what will happen to the level? The level will rise because now the atmosphere exert more pressure. So as a result, when the atmosphere exert more pressure, so level Q will decrease and the level P will increase. Because in the question they mentioned there's a leakage of the gas. When there is a gas leakage, it means the gas pressure decreases. Like first you have more particles of the gas. So when more particles of the gas, they are exerting more pressure. That's why the pressure on the side of the gas is higher as compared to pressure at the size of the atmosphere. But when there is a gas leakage, so gas leakage means now few particles of the gas are there. So if few particles of the gas, they cannot push this liquid down. So if they cannot push this liquid down, and atmosphere have more particles, so it can push the liquid down. That's why the level will decrease from the side of the atmosphere, and as the level decrease from the side of atmosphere, remaining same amount of level will rise in the side of the gas. So level P will rise and level Q will fall. Is it clear, this question 12?
Yes, clear.
So I'll share another link and continue the discussion.